Hey, good morning, folks. It's Mike, and thanks for jumping on here with me this morning. I was thinking about it last night, and my experience in Atlanta real estate's taught me that there are really 5 key parts to being a successful real estate agent. No matter who you are, no matter where you set your goals, no matter how much experience you do or don't have, these 5 parts will determine your level of success each year. So what I'd like to do is play a little game with you this morning. We're going to score. I've got 5 questions. I want you to score yourself on each question 1 to 10. 1, I completely suck. 10, I'm the king of the world. Okay? Now, it's a fun game. Don't overanalyze this and try to get just the right number. Just give yourself a general feeling on how you do. And then at the end, we're going to divide them up, come up with a score, and see what that possibly means to you. Okay? So 5 parts that will determine your level of success in this business. So number 1, I have a written weekly schedule every week. I'm fanatical about that. Give yourself a score, 1 to 10. How are you in that area? Creating a written weekly schedule for yourself that includes both your personal and your business. 1 to 10. 1, I suck. I never do that. 10, I am the best in Atlanta at doing that. Where are you? Number 2, I have an annual calendar where I plan the year out in advance. There's an occasion when things ebb and flow a little bit, but mostly I have the year planned out. I have my time off planned for the year, the getaways, vacations, important events, maybe my business strategy events. I've got all this planned out in an annual calendar. 1, never. I never do that. 10, I always do that. Where do you fall in that range? Number 3, I have specific written goals, both for my business and my personal life. I have specific written goals. Not like I want to lose weight. No, how much weight and by when, right? Specific means it's measurable. How much and by when. If you want to lose weight, that's great. How much do you want to lose and by what date do you want to lose it? Number 3, I have specific written goals. How do you rank on that 1 to 10? Number 4, I have a very defined and specific target audience. I have at least one. I could have more than one, but I have at least one very specific, targeted, defined audience. I know who I want my customers to be. I know where they're going to come from. I know where my business is going to come from this year. 1 to 10. How do you do in that area? Give yourself a score. Come on, it's a game. Have some fun. You don't have to tell anybody your score. You can keep it to yourself. You can come talk to me about it. There might be parts of this game that you like or don't like or disagree with. It's a game. Number 5, I have a robust follow-up campaign that I use with all prospects, everybody I meet. Whether you want to buy or sell a home now, sometime in the near future, or it's not even in the picture right now. I have a robust follow-up campaign that I implement every day. 1, oh, are you kidding? I never do that. I just run around meeting a lot of people, but I don't have really an organized follow-up campaign. 10, I am the greatest in the world at follow-up. Where do you fall in that? How did you score in these 5 areas? Rate yourself. Add up your 5 scores. Get a total. How'd you do? Well, let's find out. So 1 to 10, there were a total maximum of 50 points available to you in this little game, right? And I've created a game. So let's see where you stand. 25 or less points. You're not engaged in your business. you're a part-time agent, you're likely to sell 0 to 3 homes this year. 25 to 30 points. You're a mediocre agent. I mean, you try when you feel like it, when you don't have other things going on in your life that conflict with your real estate business, and when you experience spurts of motivation. You're likely to close somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 to 6 transaction sites this year. You got 30 to 40 points. You're trying. You are. You've decided to try. You're giving it an effort. But you can lack discipline. You can lack consistency. Your lack of time management skills are probably killing you. You're likely to do 6 to 10 deals this year. You could do more. You're trying hard enough to do more. You probably have the core competency to do more. But the lack of discipline, consistency, and the ability to manage time is going to keep you from doing much more than that. You're just going to spend a lot more time doing fewer deals than other people. And it's going to be very frustrating for you. This is really the hot center of the frustration zone, because you kind of know you should be doing more. You feel like you're competent enough to do it, and you feel like you're putting in the effort, and you don't quite understand why other people are doing so much more than you are. Well, lack of discipline, consistency, and time management skills is your big issue if you're in that 30 to 40 point spectrum. You're 40 to 48 points on this little test. You will make money this year. You will. But you're going to work big hours to do it. And you're going to be exhausted a lot of the time. And you're going to feel worn out and stressed. And the reason is you just haven't learned how to manage yourself yet. You haven't learned effective time management skills. You really don't think that time management's a very important part of it all. You just think that you can work hard enough to overcome anything. And in this area, you might be able to. You might just be able to throw big hours at it and a strong work ethic and roll your sleeves up and just get it done. You're going to be exhausted. You're going to be stressed out. You're going to have periods of burnout, and you're going to ride an emotional roller coaster. But that's what you've chosen to do because you don't want to measure twice and cut once. You don't want to start the day, the week, the year by managing your time more effectively. You're just going to work yourself into the ground until you just burn out. 48 to 50 points. Oh, you're a superstar. You're on your way. You might or you might not be experiencing the benefits of it yet, but you're well down the road. 48 to 50 points. You value time. You're managing yourself. You understand that that's the hardest part about being a self-employed real estate agent, is the ability to manage yourself and manage your time. And you're treating time very importantly, and you're trying to harness it. You're trying to learn how to delegate effectively. You're trying to run a business like a business. You're a superstar. You represent less than 1% of all agents on the planet. Good for you. It's just a matter of time before you start to see the rewards of that effort. No doubt. Where are you at in your business? Based off this little game we've played this morning, I mean, there's no science to this. It's just based on my experience and my observations, getting to work in this business for a very long period of time at a pretty high level, and then getting to talk and interact with a lot of you every day now, and watching and observing. This is just my little game. You could or could not agree with it, but I think it's kind of a good general ballpark rule and a way for you to kind of self-assess this morning. Where are you? And are you okay with that? And if you are, then good for you. And if you're not, then maybe together we can get together and go out and make it happen for you today.